Okay, so good evening, everybody. For those that have not been on a call with myself and the guys this week, my name is Paul Gillingham. I'm based down in Gatwick, or Crawley, near Gatwick, and I'm a master seller with Direct Cellars. Now, Direct Cellars is a premium wine club. The company's been around for just over 4 years now, but it actually went into an MLM opportunity only in April of last year. Since then, it has been absolutely incredible with regards to momentum, with regards to ranks being hit, with regards to how much this team is growing. Now, I've only been in it since the end of last year. I've been in network marketing, or I've been in and out of network marketing, I would say, for 4 years. In my first company, I managed to retire myself within the first 12 months of being in it. So I know a little bit about it. I wouldn't say I am successful, but I've had some success with it. But one of the things that excites me so much about what we've got with this opportunity and with this company is that two or 3 years ago, when my first company was going up and going down, I turned around to one of my friends and said to them that I can't believe there's not an MLM company out there that does wine. If it does, or if there was ever a company that came about that did wine, it would be the biggest thing that I've ever seen, and it would be one of the biggest success stories with regards to network marketing. So, as I said, towards the back end of the last year, I was sitting in my front room, minding my own business, drinking a glass of wine, and Shayo, who you're going to speak to or hear from shortly, she messaged me because I put a post up on Facebook, and it was a fitness based picture, but it was in the shape of a corkscrew. So there was different exercises that this guy was doing. It was in the shape of a corkscrew. And Shayo messaged me and asked me the simple question: Do I like wine? And it was as if someone was watching me drink this glass of wine. So I got on a call. She told me about the opportunity that is Direct Cellars, and it was as if my prayers from the previous 2 years had been answered. And I didn't watch any videos, I didn't attend any events, I didn't get on any calls. I just got in because going back to the 2 years previously, I knew how big this opportunity was going to become. So it's been an incredible journey so far. And this is only just the beginning. So with regards to the UK market, we're not even open yet. It's, as I said, it's a very, very new business. It's a very new concept. It's been available since April of last year. But the team that we're working with, and the guy that you're going to hear from at the end of the call, he joined on in November of last year. Between November and last year and today, he has helped build a team of nearly 2,300 people, and helped over 70, I think it's over 80 now, 80 people hit the top of the compensation plan. So I'm quickly going to go through what Direct Cellars is all about, as I said, very quickly, because I've just seen Jefferson's name pop up. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking tonight, because those that have been on the calls this week are probably bored of my voice. But for those that have not been on the call, I really do want you to hear what this man's got to say, because with regards to network marketing, for me personally, he's up there with the very best people in the industry. He's one of those people when he speaks, you listen. So, as I said, I'm going to very quickly run through the outline of what it is, and then you're going to get to hear from Jefferson at the end. So, as I said, Direct Cellars is a premium wine club where you can get your wine for free, or you can get paid for drinking premium wine. Now, there's two ways to get started as a customer. You can either pay $49 a month and you get 2 bottles of premium wine, or you can pay $79 a month, and get 4 bottles of premium wine. If you refer 3 friends, family members, colleagues, even enemies to this, you then get your wine for free going forward. So with regards to the customer aspect, there's 2 ways that you can get in to become a customer. Now, I'm pretty certain that the majority of people on this call tonight are more interested in making some money, and they're more interested in becoming business owners. So again, with regards to becoming a business owner, there's 2 packages that you can come in on. Again, these are dollar prices because we've not yet got the pound prices yet. But the first one is $249. For that, you get 4 bottles of premium wine. You get a year's subscription that involves all your training, your website, everything that you need to know to build a huge business. And you get 20% off future wine orders going forward. The other package that you can come in on is $499. That gets you 12 bottles of premium wine, and that gets you 3 years license. So you're paying double the price, but you're getting triple the benefits. And you also get 40% off wines going forward. Now, at the moment, we're not shipping product, but we're shipping commissions. Now, one of the biggest things that you can get with this that I'm sure Jefferson's going to touch on is the fact that you get 50% fast start bonus off of every single person that you sign up. So every single person that you refer to this business opportunity, you get 50% fast start bonus. So that for me is all I wanted to say tonight. As I said, I don't want to speak too much tonight because there's a person on here that you're going to speak to. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pass it over to the lady that introduced me to this, for her to introduce herself, for you guys to get introduced to her. She's built 6-figure organisations in previous companies. She's built a huge team within this already. So Shayo, are you still on the call with us?
All right, sorry, I was waiting for you to unmute me. It's okay.
Oh, apologies.
That's all right. That's all right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, guys. Good to see you. How are we all doing? Great. Everybody's doing great. Ben, good to see you, Ben. Boom. Right, guys. So anyway, my name is Shayo Alofe. I am a master seller here in the UK with Direct Cellars. And I'm just going to introduce myself very quickly, then introduce Mr. Green, and then he will speak with you wonderful guys tonight. But I have been in this style of business for 6 years. This is what I do full time. And I have been, a little bit successful in our industry. In the last 6 years, I've been with mostly health and wellness companies. And it was in one of those companies that I met Paul, right? And it was also in that same company that I met Mr. Green back in 2013. And I actually saw a post on Facebook. That's how I met Mr. Green. I saw a post he put up on Facebook, and I was drawn to his style of writing. And I wanted to know the way he was building his team. I wanted to learn from him. I wanted him to mentor me from afar. So I was following him for years, and every now and again we'll send messages to each other. Well done for what you're doing in the UK. Well done for what you're doing in the US, blah, blah, blah. And then beginning of 2016, I reached out to him to ask for guidance because I had been in that company for 2.5 years. And I had not hit the rank of ambassador, which is a 6-figure a year income level. I hadn't reached it. And for me, that was too long. I had waited too long to hit that rank. So I reached out to him to ask for help. And then he said to me, no, I'm not the right person to tell you. I was like, what do you mean? You're number one in the company. You've been the top recruiter consistently for 7 months. Your team has consistently been in top 10 production for years. What do you mean you're not the right person to tell me? And he said he was getting ready to transition to another company. Guys, I saw that as the perfect opportunity to partner with this gentleman and, work with him and learn from him. And so I decided to leave by Cellars with him. And we started in that health and wellness company beginning of 2016. And in 8 months, we were able to build a team of 4,200 people across 21 countries. Now, in 11 weeks, he hit the position of national director in that company, which is a multiple 6-figure a year income. And I hit that position in 18 weeks. And all of that was due to the mentorship and guidance and support of this man. And, he's somebody I have so much respect for. He literally has changed my life. He's exposed me to so many things, how to really go after what you want and get it. And, it's such a pleasure working with him, working alongside him, learning from him. And so when he reached out to me October last year, towards the end of October, and he said to me, Shayo, I have found something. I have seen something. And I was like, okay, what is it? And he said, it's wine. I was I was like, no, you're joking. It can't be. What do you mean? He said, I'm so serious. It's wine. I was like, really? And then he said to me, but Chai, I know you don't drink. I was like, yeah. And then he said, but don't you think that hundreds of millions of people that drink all over the world, you know, you could leverage off of that? And I thought, well, yeah, but, you know, it didn't sink in that first conversation. But guys, you know, when you have somebody who has so much documented results in the industry, you know, in Cellars, he was able to build a team of 18,000 people in 4 years and 55,000 customers, all of them doing $28 million in 4 years. You know, so and that earned him over $1 million. So when somebody like that is talking to you, although you do not use the product he's talking about, you have to listen. Okay. So I decided to think more about what he had said to me. And over a few days, I thought, you know what, Shia, even if you cannot be excited, he likes the way I say excited, even if you cannot be excited about wine, you can be excited about his own excitement. Because I figured that this man, he's done incredible things in the last 4 years. He is going to shut this thing down. And boy, was I right. And so I just said to him, Mr. Green, let's do this. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm ready to do it. And although the UK was not even on the radar when we had the first conversation, in 24 hours, all of that changed. And I was told that the UK would be the first country to launch. So for me, that was the perfect sign that I had made the right decision. And so, guys, I'm going to get out of the way tonight and bring before you this gentleman who said yes. And because of his yes, my life has changed. The lives of thousands of people have changed. And everybody on this call, your lives are about to change because of the yes of this man. So, Paul, could you please unmute Mr. Green? Mr. Green, over to you. Take it away. Do your thing.
Wow. She said it just how I wrote it, guys. So good job, Shia. I'm just kidding. I know I'm talking to some people that have had a lot of success in networking. You know, Paul and Shia made it clear that many of you listening to my voice have had that kind of life-changing success also. And you know that you have to be edified before a call. So that was, you know, why that took place. But I will tell you, I am proud of Shia, the decisions that she made. I do believe that God played a major part in it because, you know, she was going to put in a spot and she had U.S. contacts and we were going to see what happened. And literally 24 hours later, you know, one of the owners reached out to me and said that the UK would be the first country. And I just said, wow, you know, I know Shia's a praying woman. She must have put a good prayer out there because it was supposed to be probably the end of 2017 that we were going to launch the UK. And so this is a special moment. This is absolutely a special moment because I believe it is the best product that's ever been introduced to this industry of networking. You know, I know some of you have done some things, whether it's health and wellness or skincare or travel. You know, my big thing was in Cellars, probably the life-changing run that I had. And, you know, that's where I met Paul and Shia and helping people lose weight and get in shape and great companies, right? But there's a lot of resistance. You know, there's you know, it's not an easy conversation to have. It should be, right? There's a lot of people that need and want to lose weight, but it's not an easy conversation. And then think of some other ones, you know, whether it's an ACN, whether it's a travel company or utilities, financial services, insurance, you know, a lot of resistance with those companies, not because they don't work. It's just, you know, you're not going to let anyone come into your home and change your utilities. But wine. And guys, I'll tell you, I saw this from a guy who I'd never had a conversation with before. He reached out to me in my inbox. He said he was part of a wine club. He was having a lot of fun. He'd love to send me some information. I said, sure. I mean, I was familiar with wine. I've been drinking wine for 20 plus years. You know, I'm familiar with wine clubs. They're not new also. And I didn't actually look at the information right away, but the next day I'm in a really nice restaurant here in Atlanta, Georgia, where I live, and I'm on Facebook and I see someone talking about a wine party, and I'm like, what's up with the wine conversation? And here's what I did. I started counting all the people at the bar with me. There was 21 people at the bar. 17 of them, including me, had a glass of wine in front of them. And I just started laughing. I say all the time, coincidence to me is God choosing to remain silent. And I looked at the information in my inbox, It was a 1 minute and 48-second video. For those of you that are already in, you know the video I'm talking about. It's right on your website. And I said, we're getting ready to get rich. I had no idea who the we were. But for the first time, I saw an opportunity that you didn't have to be a networking superstar. You didn't have to, have the biggest, influence. It was just wine. It was a simple conversation. And so I went out and I asked 100 people over a 4-day period this simple question. From time to time, do you enjoy a nice glass of wine? I just did a test. I said, I wonder how easy this will be. And if I knew that they drank wine, like I didn't reach out to Paul, but if I had, I would have said to Paul, hey, Paul, when's the last time you enjoyed a nice glass of wine? I asked those 2 questions to 100 people, and everyone, I think, except for 1 or 2 people, answered affirmative. And guys, if you've been in this industry and had some success, you know the hardest part for new people is getting them from prospecting to getting people to information. And I thought every single person could do what I just did. And I made a decision at that point after talking with the owners for maybe, I thought it was going to be a long conversation because I had several questions that I wanted answered. But the first question I asked was how many people are in the company? And when they said 2,810, I was like, I made the guy tell me 3 times, like, no, not in Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, in the entire company. Think of some of the companies that you've been in or maybe you're part of. And he said 2,810. And I thought, you got to be kidding me. This is over. I mean, this is game over. And we got started on November 3rd. And here's what's amazing is, I guess today is day 123. And we are at 2,300 business partners. I just checked right before I jumped on, 2,290 business partners in 123 days. 80 people have hit the top position in the company. It's been absolutely unbelievable. The company's grown to about 10,000 people. So if you think about it, over the last 123 days, 7,200 people have joined the company. Right, about 28% of the company has come through our organization over the last 123 days. And I will tell you, because of this group right here and the launch that's getting ready to happen in the UK, by our next convention, which will be in October in New York, half of direct sellers will be underneath our organization. Without a shadow of a doubt, we have the system in place. We keep attracting great people. I know Anthony just got started with this and has attracted some guys that are just making it happen, right? It's exciting to see this success, to see, the opportunity unfolding, and you all don't even have the product yet, right? As Paul said, we're not shipping wine yet to the UK. We're shipping commissions, though, and we do it every single week. And so a couple of things that I want to highlight about direct sellers that I think you'll be intrigued. The fulfillment center and the wine is already in the UK. It's already there. So the wine's coming from the UK to the UK. It's not like it's coming from the States and then to the UK. So it's going to be a very, very quick turnaround for you all when people join and get their product. For us, because our fulfillment center is in Seattle, Washington, which is the opposite coast of where I live, it takes about 9 business days to get the product, right? If you're on the West Coast, obviously it's shorter. But for you guys, it's going to be a very, very quick turnaround with people getting their wine. Some of you may be familiar with this or not. There's a 3 for free program. You get 3 customers in a calendar month. Next month, your wine is free. Maintain 3. You never have to pay for your product. But one of the things they've done with the structure is when someone joins as a customer of yours, that customer goes into the binary also, okay? Which is really unique because let's just say that, Anthony puts me in as a customer and then he continues to build. All of those people that fall underneath me, because this is a binary model, a dual team model, you're only going to build 2 legs, fall underneath me just as if I was a business partner, which will create some incredible conversations later on where you can call people and say, hey, Jefferson, do you see the 20 people that have come in your business or come underneath you? Man, if you decide to become a business partner at any time, all of those people are underneath your organization. And so I know what you guys are going to do. I know the capability of what you all can do. So it's, for someone that doesn't have the money or isn't ready to get started, put them in as a customer. Go get 3 of those, and now your wine is free. The website to run your business and the back office system is already free. So I love that, as Paul said, there's a 50% fast start bonus on the front end. I know Anthony got started. I think he enrolled 3 of his buddies in like 5 seconds, right? Made his initial investment back. And then those 3 guys, I think in 15 seconds, right? They're underachievers. You know, they went out and enrolled 2 people and made their initial investment back. And if you go out and acquire 3 customers by the end of this month, you have no recurring costs. And the product is wine. See, a lot of times in networking, what happens is we know if it's not a real product, right, you're going to get in trouble. You're just going to get in trouble. It's like, it can be like a token, you know. So like we're going to say, hey, we're going to move a pencil through network marketing. That doesn't really work. The regulators don't like that. But we have a product that's already consumed by hundreds of millions of people daily around the world. So we have a true product that people enjoy. And you're going to have a ton of customers and a ton of business partners. Now, some other things about our compensation plan, and normally I don't go in depth with sharing direct sellers. I am doing it specifically because I know that I am talking to some people that have made a lot of money in this industry, right? And you're looking at, is this something that I want to plant my flag in? Everyone that you personally enroll, you can bring as many people in as you want. There's no time frames attached to it. I know in Cellars, you got paid more money doing it in a week, 2 weeks, a month, or 60 days. And you know what? Sometimes that's great, right, for producers, but for people that need some time to grow and develop, you know, if they don't hit those goals, you have someone quitting in their first 60 days because they just feel like they're a failure. Here, there's no time frames associated with anything. So you can bring them in as fast or slow as you want. But every single person you enroll, you get a 50% fast start bonus. Here's where it gets nuts. Every person that you enroll, when they simply go out and put one on their left, one on their right, they're now what's going to be called dual team qualified. Each week, they're going to earn a check in what's called their binary. Okay? That binary, the size of that check will be determined on their rank. Okay? The bigger their rank, the higher their rank, the bigger the percentage they're going to earn in the binary. But let's just say you enrolled me, and that's all you ever did in direct sellers. You enroll one person. Whatever I earn each week in my binary, you're going to get a 10% check match. There's no cap on what I can earn, right? You're going to get a 10% check match. It's a 4-level check match, meaning it goes from 10 all the way up to 21% that you can earn off of each person that you enroll. Meaning you would earn 10% off me. If Paul was on my level 1, your level 2, you're going to earn 5%, 4% on your level 3, and 3% on your level 4 for a total of 21%. This will be absolutely massive as this organization gets built out. It's going to be, I mean, I'm looking at it right now, my check match bonuses just in 123 days, and it's unbelievable. Because why? People are going out and building their organizations. And then every month when people pay for their wine, right, you're going to get paid there also. But the check match bonus also happens when people reorder their wine. That's 4 out of the 5 powerful ways that you get paid with direct sellers. And I tell you, it will be an absolute game changer. If you've ever been in networking, you know, and on a high level, I'll give you a snapshot story. Right now, just on my wine reorders. And again, we just hit 123 days. Just on people reordering their wine, it's right now at about $700 a week. I want you to think about this is residual income. This isn't money that I'm earning. This has nothing to do with production anymore. This is from people that joined 120 days ago. Some of them join. And so each week, right, you have people joining your organization. That week, a month later, is when they reorder their wine. There's that many people coming in that fast reordering wine. That has nothing to do with the dual team pay. That has nothing to do with check match bonuses. That's just off of reorders. In Cellars, when I had that huge run, it took me 11 months, or excuse me, it took me 8 months to get to about $3,000 a week in residual income. Obviously, there's other bonuses, right? But here it took 60 days. And I think it's just because of the product, because people don't turn off the auto ship, right? I mean, it is what it is. They're going to keep reordering the wine. So here's what I want you all to think about. This is the best part of direct sellers right now. It will change. People always talk about comp plans. I'm going to tell you specifically why Direct Sellers has the #1 compensation plan in the industry, bar none, right now. Because you only have to enroll 9 personal people to hit the top of the compensation plan right now. It's not based on volume. It will switch to a volume-based comp plan, but that's not going to happen right away. And so one of the things that is fueling this growth is that someone can go out and put 9 people in, just like Paul has, and just like several other people in the UK, even people that Paul have helped personally do it. And now you're at the top rank, and you're also at the top commission payout. So there is a race, guys, for you all to put as many people in as you can, right? For you to put as many people in as you can, enroll 9 people so that you're at the top of the compensation plan. Now, that's for you all. The way that I would encourage you to share this, however, with the masses is create a culture of people getting what's called dual team qualified. One on the left, one on the right. If you do that, then the organization is going to absolutely explode. Just one on the left, one on the right, whether they come in at $249.95 or $499.95. And you know what? Because new people getting checks is the lifeblood of any business. And if you help them get dual team qualified, I know Andy, I just saw him jump on the line, and some other people, they're going to make their initial investment back. And people that are making money don't quit, right? The people that like yourselves and people in your network that have that strength and that skill set to go out and get 9 people right away, they'll do it. But if you create the culture of people just going out and getting 2, right, then it's never going to stop. And it also won't affect your business when we do switch to a volume-based comp plan, which is like every other compensation plan. We're going to do it. Eventually the company is going to switch to a volume-based comp plan. Whatever your rank is, you will be grandfathered in at that rank. I'm not sure how long that grandfather will be, 30, 60, 90 days. So if you do 2 things, or let me say it's a 3-part play, okay? The first thing is get dual team qualified. Some of you listening to my voice have already done it. You did it very quickly. The second thing is go out and get to 9 personally enrolled as fast as you can so that you're at the top payout, top rank, top commission. And then the third thing is acquire 3 customers in a calendar month so you eliminate your overhead. You're getting your wine for free. And then step 4 is teach those steps 1, 2, and 3. Because we don't have to teach on wine. We don't have to be product experts. We have something in our back office. It's the Wine Whisperer. He is the expert. It's an ongoing education class about wine. All the wines come with tasting notes. So if you know nothing about wine, right, it doesn't matter. They come with exactly a history of the wine, the varietal, where it comes from, what it pairs well with, what flavor profile. So it creates really great experiences because you can just say, hey, guys, we're going to sample this, Canyon Corner from Australia. And you talk about the wine and you say, hey, what do you taste? What do you think this would pair well with? You can have some light refreshments, whatever it is. And it creates great experiences. And you all have invited to whether it's health and wellness or skincare products, right? You're like looking out the window to see when they're going to show up, and your mom's there because she's going to support you and everything. That's not how wine tastings are, guys. Wine tastings, you invite 10, 20 are going to show up. Right, my first one we invited 50. We had 78 guests. The last one I just did, there was 125 guests at it. Why? Because it's wine. It's exciting. And so what I'm going to do, Paul, is I'm going to throw the call back to you. If anyone has any specific questions, I can stick around for a couple minutes and answer some questions. But I would say this was more of an influencer call. Okay, I know it's specifically for Anthony and his organization. Normally the Zooms are very, very. It's a brief overview. The play is get someone some information, and then, follow up with them, get them on a 3-way call or get them on the Zoom or a live call, whatever it may be. And then people make decisions. I'll close with this. We had 190 people or 170 people join in the first 7 days and no one had product because it took 9 days to get it. People didn't care. They were paying $500 a pop just because they're like, this is going to be easy. And the momentum hasn't slowed down. Last week, we had our biggest week in the history of the team. We had 285 new people join last week. The weeks run from Thursday to Wednesday. Guys, there was no promotion. There was no contest by the company. It was just a regular Thursday to Wednesday. But what's happened is our system that we have put in place is starting to duplicate. And we run a week-to-week model. We open our weeks on Thursdays, and then on Wednesday we close hard, getting as many people as we can dual team qualified or to master seller. And I just believe, and you'll hear it first from me. I was going to say we do a team training and recognition call every Thursday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I believe we're 30 days away from 500 people a week joining. And if you all strategically open this the right way, when the UK opens up, I believe that in 90 days we'll be putting 2,000 people in a week. And everything that we did before the UK launch, I believe in 30 days you'll match it. I absolutely, with some of the firepower that I know has joined us recently, and the opportunity to open up an entire country with a product that you don't have to convince anybody about, and you're first to market. And I'm excited that Paul said yes. I was I was literally walking around doing a three-way with him a couple months ago outside of a restaurant, and it was just exciting to know that, you know what, man, we're going to be able to do business together. And he's led with integrity, does everything the right way, and he keeps attracting great people. So, buddy, I'm proud to be in business with you. I'm going to throw the call back to you.
Thanks, Jefferson. I really appreciate it. I will mute you back out. So, there you go. Heard it first from the mastermind. As I said, for me, he's up there with the very, very best in the industry. He's a guy that I've admired, have respected since I came across him 4 years ago. Everywhere he's gone, he's had incredible success. And I believe that this will be the biggest success that he's ever had, the biggest success that I've ever had, but more importantly, the biggest success that my team's ever had. And it's because of the product. You know, I flew out to Vegas a couple of weeks ago for the official launch, and I look at what we've got and I look at the infrastructure. You've got 4 guys who are incredible leaders. They've got their own strengths and they work to their own strengths. You know, they're not in each other's faces. They're all special. They've all got their own specialities. They all stick to their own specialities, but they all sing from the same song sheet. You've got a guy called Kevin Thompson, who is the world's #1 attorney for MLM in the world. He's partnered up with Direct Cellars. You've got an incredible group of leaders, including Jefferson, including the likes of a lady called Nina Rochelle Mora, who's personally enrolled 130 plus people. A guy called Austin Zuriloff, who some of you have spoken to on a call before, who's a documented 7-figure income earner. You've got a compensation plan that's up there with the very best, if not the best. And you've got a product that is, you know, is wine. There's very little or no resistance with this. So, you know, they're the reasons why I'm so excited about this. They're the reasons why I'm literally surviving on 4 hours sleep a night, because Anthony and Ben and the others are keeping me up until gone midnight. And then I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to hit the gym at 6 o'clock. But you know what? When you run on adrenaline and when you're excited about something, can you see the vision of something that's going to be so big, then sleep, you know, you sleep when you're dead, or you sleep when you know, whenever. This is exciting. And I hope, like, you've all got something from tonight's call. I hope that you've, you know, what Jefferson's come across and you're inspired by what he said. You can hear the excitement in my voice, even though it's going, and I'm hoping it stays for another few days, because I know you guys are going to get me on more calls. So, you know, Anthony, I'm going to quickly chuck it over to you, buddy, because I know that you've, you know, led the charge with this, and this is your team, your army. So is there any questions that you've got specifically for Jefferson? Because, as I said, what we'll do is I'll get this recording out to you afterwards, and if there is a lot of Q&A, then we can jump on another one. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Razza. Are you there, mate? You still there?
Yeah, Sal, mate. Thanks very much, Paul. Appreciate again your time tonight. And again, we're all one team, was a lot as well. And again, thanks, Jefferson, for being on the call tonight. Really take on board what you says, and we'll all put it into practice. But again, with the leadership that we've got going on behind our team and what's going through the UK, it's just second to none. And like I say, I reached out because I saw somebody who I really got inspired by, and he struck a chord with me, which was Austin, who then got me sort of hung up with you guys. And just with the excitement of, like, what you said, Paul, about if you could ever network with anything, wine would be right up our street, because we're all social people, especially us English who wants to have a good shindig now and again, but it just makes absolute perfect business sense. We've spoke quite regularly with most of them. We're not getting no objections. We're just really going to look forward to it. We're going to have a right good dig at this because we can see the potential of it, with not just with the leadership behind us as well, but when it comes to the UK, we're doing this now without wine. What's it going to be like when wine's here? So it's like just ready to have a right good go at it, and just going to get more and more people involved, and we can all grow together, get to everybody to that dual team as quickly as possible, help each other get there, and then the world's the oyster, as they say. So really looking forward to the journey, mate.
Brilliant. As I said, like to the guys on the call, the quality of people that I've spoken to over the last few days, with the guys that you've put in there, how quickly we're starting to build. I've got absolutely, and I said this last night and I'll say it again, and I saw Tara's eyes roll when I did say it last night, I've got no hesitation in saying that I will put my mortgage on the fact that someone on this call will be making at least six figures come the 31st of December in 2017. Now, I don't know who it's going to be. You know, it could be any of you. It could be many of you. It could be all of you. I don't know. All I know is the fact that this is going to be the largest and fastest social movement that Facebook has ever seen. It's going to be the biggest launch that we've ever had. I'm excited to be part of it. Jefferson, thank you so much for jumping on the call. As I said, I really appreciate your friendship, your leadership, your mentorship, your support that you give myself and you give the rest of the guys. So, guys, with that, I'm gonna stop the recording. I'll get the recording out to you guys. But Razza, if you want to touch base with your guys, and we'll reconvene a little bit later on. And that, everybody, is a